Today I'm going to talk to Scott and Jill Stowers of Bloomington, Indiana about their retirement goals and how I can help them reach them.
I would like for us to be able to retire early enough that we can travel, that we can enjoy retirement and not have it be that we work until we're at an age where we can't really enjoy not working. If you look at the extra income we have each month, how much of that should we be paying extra on our debt, and how much of that should we be putting extra into retirement?
That's a great question. Financial planning is all about finding that balance, and it's going to be different for every family. But for most families, the key has to be saving enough for retirement.
What's going to be enough for retirement when we're 60 or 65?
Nobody knows. There are so many factors involved. How long are you going to live? When do you think you'll retire? What will your health be like? Just for basics, we're talking 10% of your income. Better would be 15%. If you do want to retire early, at this point in your lives, you're probably looking at 20% of your income. You might find that's just too much of a strain, but it's a goal to have. And there are ways to get there, like the next time you get a raise, put half of that in the 401k.
Okay.
If there are ways to contribute to another type of retirement fund as well, like a Roth IRA. And the reason that you do that is so that you have money in two different tax buckets, because that 401k money, when it comes out, that's going to be taxable. The Roth IRA is not taxable. How do you feel about investing in stocks?
I'm a big fan of mutual funds just because everyone says that's the way to go, but I don't understand what's happening with my money when they're in them.
Okay, well, I think a lot of people are in that position, but I'll tell you a couple things to keep in mind. There has never been a period in the modern stock market where you didn't get at least an 8% return if you're looking at a 30-year time horizon. And that includes if you put all your money in the market in 1928. So if you could ride out the Depression, there were enough gains further on to average out to 8%. Now, a lot of people have a problem stomaching that kind of a loss, which is why you want to balance those stocks with bonds and possibly cash. I might recommend at some point talking to a financial planner who can look at your whole situation. Now, if you can't do that or aren't comfortable with that, a lot of 401ks these days have target date maturity funds. So if the stock market has you freaked out to the point where you wouldn't invest at all, then those target date funds can really help.
It terrifies me to think of handing my money over to somebody to invest, and I don't understand the process.
You never want to turn total control of your money over to anyone. You want to understand what you're investing in. I like to keep things very plain vanilla. Index funds, mutual funds, that I understand the rough basics of what's going on. One of the best things I ever heard is, if you can't explain the investment to a 10-year-old, you probably shouldn't be in it.
I think that the advice that we got today will definitely help us get on track, making sure that our future is secure and knowing that we're making the right decisions with our money.